Okay, perfect. I can see you and Ted and I. Okay. Okay.
Probably not good.
Yeah, okay. See.
Nice about the Mary.
That was good one.
Yes. Okay. So, you're only at the bottom, okay? Okay. Fold it over. Stop rolling. So you guys, you know,
Go through the
yeah.
3.
Right. You know, you have Chi-Sao out, Chi-Sao, Chi-Sao in, and then Chi-Sao out. 3. Okay? So that's what you'll be doing. Right. So first do Chi-Sao out, do Chi-Sao in, and then Chi-Sao out. Okay. Not wrong. You went from Chi-Sao to Chi-Sao. Yeah, so this is what you did, which is normal. That's not wrong, okay?
No.
So you want to go from Chi-Sao. Okay? Good. And when you do Chi-Sao in, I want you to feel more pressure. It's going to give you more pressure, like this. Because when you push forward,
collapse and then.
yeah, when you push forward a little bit, the person is going to kind of resist a little bit, allows you to.
Link up.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Put it down. That is probably very hard to do. Raise the elbow, not the shoulder.
I've been trying.
Yeah.
I try not to.
You're out too low.
Are those too low?
Yeah.
Oh, for that bottom.
Yeah.
Work.
See, I'm trying to think about the shoulder and the whole thing.
Right.
So-
Yeah.
Higher.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Even out of my corner of my eye slot.
yeah, if you have was low, you
I
can
can
always
always feel it.
see. If you have was higher, so you need to connect it to you at the wrist. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, right here. Okay, so if I'm doing this, see, if I use Chi-Sao, see how far away I am from you. If I use Chi-Sao, see, because it's slanted. If you're here, you're gonna slide down. If I'm here, see that? There's a time for Chi-Sao, there's time for Chi-Sao. Before you turn into a Chi-Sao, you're gonna go high, bounce out all the way up,
Strike, essentially, right
and then when you do Chi-Sao, there's a difference. You can tell the difference. The trouble is a lot of people do,
Somewhere in between.
they do Chi-Sao, where they should be doing Chi-Sao, Chi-Sao, okay? So that is the problem. When there's no reference, it's chaos.
Essentially.
So when they do Chi-Sao,
here.
so when they do Chi-Sao, they do Chi-Sao all the time, and they do it very low. Oh, it's Chi-Sao, as opposed to Chi-Sao. Yeah, the difference between the elbow. This is because the elbow positions are not emphasized. The teacher should have told you that. Up, middle, down. There's 3 positions, right? 3 main positions. Elbow down, elbow in the middle, and elbow up. Okay. All the way up. All the way up.
I wonder if I'm pushing just driving it out too far, and that makes it harder for me.
Yeah, you want to drive. Okay, from the side.
I just wonder if that's
look,
what I'm
look at the mirror.
Ready? Go.
See that? That's different. You say this. Simply this. Shoulders go down. Yeah, then you put too much emphasis on the shoulder. There you go. That's it. That's it.
So I gotta pull my shoulder back.
Yeah, shoulders.
It's not just going high.
Right, yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's like a
yeah.
reality. Put down, just raise your elbow instead.
I need to do that exercise, just raise
Right,
it.
just raise the elbow. Good, okay.
Now the shoulder's not too far.
So you should look forward to compensate, otherwise,
To get the sound.
yeah, you want the wrist to be on the center line, that's it. That's the only time you can
That's what it
change a little, yeah. Okay, all right. feel a little more of your full energy like this. Yeah. Just corkscrew. Okay. House or in.
Is that, or when you do comparison looking at if I can start.
I can tell when I lose it when I.
Good. All right, let's try this side.
Bummer if we do that. People that speak to a certain point and then have to start over again.
Not, that's what the teacher's all about.
I start at 171. Just when you're rolling. I just might belong.
That's okay there.
The beauty of this is, when you start repeating the same movements over and over again, you start to see things. Okay?
Yeah, that's supposed to happen.
Okay? Starts to be very deliberate. Okay? Line stop, back to that line stop.
Now,
Okay.
come back.
Okay, now look at this one. Okay? Line stop, and okay. Now the beauty is, as long as you're connected to me, you can feel my intention. My intention is to move you out and then drive this up, but you preoccupy the center line, forcing me to convert to a bounce out. Because if I continue going in, right, so I feel I change. Okay, good. Touch me here. Good. All the way up. All the way down. When you're too high, then I'm catching you here now.
But this part should be lower too, or maybe?
Yes, it's slanting.
Like this?
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You got me thinking, I get to the book, I'm like, I can't have a 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock game. Because of the sun.
That's not good.
That's what it
Something.
is. Very hard, but. I think we did, we have played that game. We haven't done it in a couple of years.
Or somewhere in between. I want to do lawn sound, I still.
Yeah, so you're.
I want to really do a corkscrew.
Oh, this one.
That was from lawn sound.
Yeah, back to time stop. Back to time stop. Right. You have control between time stop and line stop out, but not as much control line stop in.
The other way. Right.
This one is definitely. Remember that? It's about me is to just have just a
Everything goes over here.
Yeah.
like letting me in there. Right.
Oh, from Tom's, sorry, I was gonna do.
The more you do, the easier it is. Yeah.
But mind you, that's not wrong.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
You have to.
When you're-
need it a little bit. You have to just get a little bit more.
Otherwise, chaos. There's no reference point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just do this, do that. But what's the starting point? Once you have a baseline, then you can go anywhere you want. Otherwise, you don't get lost. Otherwise, you're like just going everywhere without where you came from.
I think when you hear and you try to come in, but I understand the center line, you have to go back along. I was thinking to me that's why they speed up. Because they're forcing, there is no opening really.
There's no sticking anymore. They're just running using fast hands. Okay, so that's an ongoing process. So the next thing we want to do is the person on the bottom you control as well. Okay. First of all,
You already started.
okay. So these are the things that you want to pay attention to. Okay. And that's one of the ways to control. Okay. And you can easily get into this from your Chi-Sao, right? Chi-Sao, right? And there, follow it, right? That's one way. Okay. Capture his elbow, his wrist. Okay. See, if I catch the wrist and I push forward, I have control. The beauty of this, the genius of the nun is that okay, you control my elbow. My answer is right. Each is each other's setup and payoff. So when I push you, just immediately, yeah, push, turn. That's it. That's just how simple it is. This is also the gateway to China. Right? When someone tries to bend you, you extend. When someone is trying to extend, you bend. Now here the concept is when trying to control your wrist, use your elbow. When someone tries to control your elbow, use your wrist. Or use the shoulder. Just go up and down the neck. Just like power play. You know, go up and down the neck. Okay? Alright, the same thing. Okay, so someone grab you here. Oh, I lost my wrist. Use my elbow. And that's very normal for especially for men to handle women, grab the wrist. Come with me. Right? Mm-hmm. With guys, most likely they first try to grab your clothing. With women, it's like it's so vulnerable. The person who's grabbing the wrist is so vulnerable.
Yeah.
You just easily, if you grab really tight, you can break the wrist if it doesn't let go. Just by simply using the elbow. You know? So right. Yeah, see, it's smart. Yeah, right here, see?
You heard it.
Yeah.
You can't. It's not about power, it's about leverage.
Yeah.
And everybody knows, including, especially the grapplers, you know, if someone grabs you, this is, in Chinese culture, they call this the mouth of the tiger. This is where you escape. You don't go in, let's go deeper into the stomach, right? So this is how you get out. So rather than go, I can't get out this way because it's stuck. So I'm gonna go out this way, right? But see now I'm stuck because I'm using two hands. The other hand can simply do this, right? Okay, no matter how tight it is, try to pin me down, right? Younger and stronger than I am. Right? Okay, now both hands, right, with my left. Same thing. Push me down. Yes, okay? Yeah. That's how easy it is. It's leverage.
Yeah.
This is the primary teaching of the nun from a woman's point of view. We are assuming whoever attacks us will be stronger, bigger and stronger. Most likely, little guys probably would not try to attempt to harass you, right? They're saying it just, you have the size on your side. So person your size or bigger, especially bigger guys, I'm bigger than you are, heavier, stronger, so I can intimidate you. Okay? We assume we're learning using the mentality of the woman, we're weaker. So I'm not going to oppose you with force to force. I'm going to use leverage by understanding the human body, the joints. You look from page 1, it said wrist, elbow, and shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle. These are all the things to utilize in defending and attacking. Okay, so here's a good example, right here. Okay, so a lot of times you want to say, for example, you want to approach someone in class to practice Chi-Sao. You can be on. If you want to be on top, you do this. Now you're on top. Now he starts rolling. All right. So there, immediately you know. Oh, okay. I have this. If I can capture the wrist, I can then capture the elbow. Capture the elbow has direct. Remember, a long time ago I said, intentions drive your actions. What do you want to do with that movement? Which way do you want to go? Which directions, right? Right? If I control his elbow, and I basically control the whole arm. I can lead that arm just like controlling the neck, control the whole body. Okay? The neck. If you control the neck, that's why the so-called high neck clinch is very, very effective. Okay? You know, you cup his hands, not on the neck, but rather the crown, this part, the neck. Here, this one. Okay? Now you can move around and he basically goes where you want to go. Okay? But that's not remember, there's no such thing as a perfect technique. Now, if you do it, no one can escape. Absolutely not true. Okay? Alright, so that's beside the point. I'm just saying, now, if I'm on top, and I want to move his wrist to the side, right? To the right, I can also move the wrist, move the elbow up. And I can always move the elbow. Okay. This is what grappling called arm drag. Okay, arm drag. Because again, you drag across the center line, making this arm unavailable to him momentarily. Again, no action is permanent. He's going to struggle. He's going to fight you on for that. Okay? All you need is that small window of opportunity. Okay? So remember, I think one of the lessons that I made a title of is called Chi-Sao to grapple something.
Question mark.
With a question mark.
Yeah.
That question mark is not, is it, or rather, possibilities. Okay? So, grappling is about connecting, right? How many times do you see people do this when they grapple? Right? They try to do this, right? They're looking for handles. So arms, neck, legs are handles. Right? When you have a handle, you can pick something up and move things around. Right? That's the idea. Once you understand that, you see, grappling is all about a handle, looking for leverage, looking to control his balance, his chunk of structure. If I have his structure, then he's off balance, and I win. Okay? The same thing. Okay? So from here, you guys already know side, up, and then back. Okay? What about forward?
Sure. Smother.
Forward. Controlling the elbow from the top rather than the bottom. Okay? So when you push up, you're from the bottom. You pull back from the bottom and push to the side from the bottom. But when you push forward, you go using the top. Okay? Again, the answer is just turn to an elbow. Right? Then I have no leverage on you anymore. Okay? That's how simple that is. Okay. That's one. Another one is if you take a step back. Because he tries to control your structure by crowding you. If you let him, then he gets it. But if he pushes, he hasn't done anything. Exactly. Sometimes just one little step is between being hit and not being controlled, not being controlled. So this stuff here, you know. Are you steady? Okay, that's patty cake. You know, you're doing this, right? It's just not productive to learning. You know, not conducive to learning. So we'd rather not win in Chi-Sao competition, but have a knowledge, skill, a lot of skill and knowledge. Okay. Because first thing. Hello? Yes. Who is this, please? Who is this, please? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was no.
Oh.
It wasn't hard.
No.
I didn't control that.
I had moved about almost 2 years ago to Granada Hills. Did you find my address online? Oh, the address should change as well. On my site, did you go to my site? Oh, no, I do apologize. No, that I have moved 2 years ago. I have updated my address on my website.
Right.
Yeah. I'm so sorry about the inconvenience. But we'll be here. We'll be here until 9 if if you still feel up to it. Oh, no problem. No problem. No. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yes. Then the other times that I teach privates. Yeah. Oh, for group classes, it's $100 a month. For privates, it's $60 per hour. Yeah.
Your turn.
Oh yeah, every Tuesday and Thursday. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Again, I do apologize for yeah.
Right on that clue.
Absolutely.
Wait.
I already got on my phone. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Oh, no
that?
problem. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I want to try it.
Oh,
I'll still.
Bob. Lee.
We're doing.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for calling. Bye. I know this guy went to
Your house?
your house. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He said I got online, but I changed my address online already. He must have gotten one of those yellow pages or whatever. They have. Yeah.
And nobody even at that house anymore. Somebody entirely new.
Yeah. I mean,
They're like,
Kathy moved too. Yeah. She moved.
you said somewhere far too.
Yeah, she moved to
Barstow or somewhere ridiculous.
somewhere between Lancaster and Palmdale.
Starts with
It's
an
not
A,
there,
right?
what?
No, Acton.
No, not Acton. There's Leona Valley.
Oh, Leona Valley.
Yeah.
Buzzing again.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Quarter.
Oh no, I teach out of the garage, my garage. Yeah, it's my house. Yeah, I always taught out of my garage. Yeah. So I don't have any exercise equipment. No.
Yeah.
You bet. Bye bye. No, I don't have any. Yeah, I wish. I should be equipped with my own exercise equipment. Have a nice floor, wood floor. That'd be awesome.
What do you want to know if you have?
He said if I have any exercise equipment in here. He obviously didn't know that he chose a garage. Okay.
You got a bag.
Right.
That.
So why don't you guys work?
Yeah.
Sorry, you're on. No, you're on top. Right. You're on top. So you can do the, the scooping motion. All right.
You do go up, you want to make sure you get
You do the forward again, side and forward again. Good. Yeah, a little more.
I feel like I'm right in the press.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so well, I'm not sure. I tried to smother you. I try to stretch you out before I smother you. That one feels like you do something from there.
Yeah. Yeah, double right.
Just 10.
More or something. Okay. Then that more so. Think of like where you want to take. You're taking me out where you're going to strike.
Maybe this.
Good. Then more sideways.
Okay, so go back to Justin. I'm going to move you guys along.
Right.
So you guys do the same thing, except do double Chi-Sao.
Okay.
Okay, so what you guys are doing right now is this. Okay, I'm gonna first do the hands out.
Oh.
Okay, the important thing is you want to add pressure here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to just focus on this hand.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so you put pressure there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like threaten a little bit, not really attacking, but just more. Yeah, a little bit more energy forward than usual. Yeah, the usual energy is this, right? You forward, right? Just a little bit more, like that. Normal forward, sideways. Normal forward, sideways. Okay?
Okay. And do the other three too.
Yeah,
Lawn and the.
just both of you get a chance to do
Yeah.
that. Because once these things are nailed down,
Mhm.
these
That's the elements right
these
there.
are the base, the foundations for everything else to come. And also, every time you change,
Mhm.
it's an opportunity
Yeah.
for attack. Okay? All right. So you're on top, okay? First do forward.
Okay.
Before you, just as soon as I come down, yes.
Am I going to your center?
Yes,
Or
towards my
is it-
center, yes. Right, like this. Yeah, because if you hear it, I can't get, yeah, exactly.
So.
And be very sticky,
Yeah.
you see what I mean,
And
okay?
do the.
Start rolling.
Do the whole thing
Right.
stuff.
Boom, okay?
Okay, that's a little better. Like your.
Without-
Your center.
Pushing
Yeah,
it
your
up.
center line was.
And just roll back to where I'm
Center. Yeah.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
Forward and back.
Maybe. I think it's.
Forward.
I think.
Okay.
I don't know, it's that.
Yeah,
Like
again.
that. Yeah. Okay. I kind of felt it. See if you can go to that center spot.
More than right.
Pocket, yeah. I
Yeah.
used it twice.
That's practice, takes time, man.
Yeah. Use that too. We'll just do that.
Good. In the beginning, just like learning everything else, speech that important form. I always believe forms contain functions. If your forms are good, functions will come out. Correct. Yes, good. Become part of me. Yes. Not too soon, not too late. As I come down. Yeah. Good. Good. Because if you just put me here,
Yeah, I feel it's,
yeah,
maybe because it's still really late.
it's okay. If you have to push, just keep pushing.
Yeah.
And turn me. If you push towards the line. Exactly. So if I were to step forward from here, I should feel I push you. You know, if I just push here, then it just right, or feel like I'm pushing the center line.
Looks like the line itself.
I feel like I'm
I
adding
think that's where, where,
Oh, there you go.
Right here. That's
Each one feels different.
yes.
It's all right.
You find things that are right and find things.
Eventually you find it. Yeah.
See, I don't feel like running like when you're doing that. You feel like I better stick to you. I'm giving that. I see how dangerous. I knew I didn't want to do it. So,
Good. Okay. All right. Next one. You're going to go out. I'll go to the side. Okay.
Straight across?
Yep.
Yeah.
Side.
I don't feel like I'm running now.
Good.
That was weird.
All right. Okay, so I want to share something with you guys. Now, you notice when he flies and then we go back to the original starting point, again you see Chi-Sao coming bouncing. So this one, okay? You can see, okay? Not on top, right? So she's taking me to the side. Yeah? You see, look how Chi-Sao, right?
Yeah.
Look how we come back. It is, I don't know how she discovered this. I don't really know, okay? But again, it reinforced the concept of each is each other's set of the tail. Same thing, I'm in trouble here. You can't hold me down. See, you can push leverage. If I push this up, I just turn this way.
Yeah, it's like a wrench.
Right? Or I can go this way. And I'm not fighting you. Alright? So these are discoveries that we make along the way. So we don't take things for granted. We don't just say, okay, he's taking me to the side and we're simply going back to the original starting point. we don't see. From here, to this.
Yeah.
Okay, and of course, if I push him out, I have more, he can't hold me, right? So he protects himself, goes back to the center line. Just like when I move him out and attack him, I have to roll, otherwise, this is what happens. If I insist on going in, when the opening's closed, I ask for it. You know, there's nobody closed. Caught, in the process, So okay, that's enough. So a lot of times this is it's like a game where you're having a conversation with your partner. You're feeling every step of the way. You don't overcommit yourself. Just when you think you're committing, but the opportunity is gone, then you back off. It's that constant give and take feel. Right? And we're not interested in that becomes a sparring session.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not sparring, right? It's about learning, right? So when I'm in and I go like this, and I go in,
Yeah.
because he's also learning how to go back to the center line. Because I moved his arm away from the center line, and I'm going in. I'm not going in like that. Sorry. I'm not going in. Boom! You're trying to actually attacking or to prove that I'm superior. Say that's not the point, right? Unfortunately, a lot of people do that. So what I'm doing is just see how he responds. Okay? Because in reality, if he pushes back and I go, again, bounce off. Yeah. Because this is reality. Okay? I push out and he pushes in, and I turn to a Lan-Sao. The Lan-Sao is right between my wrist and my elbow. I don't want my Lan-Sao to be this way. Now I can use my elbow, right? Right here. Now I can control with the elbow to Tan-Sao again. Bang-Sao, Tan-Sao, Bang-Sao, Tan-Sao. And if I set it up with a Tan-Sao and he pushes back, Lan-Sao, we use a Bang-Sao, and then Tan-Sao again. That's right.
Yeah.
It's the shape of the Tan-Sao. People say, oh no, that's the back and the back fist, but don't get hung up on the technique. What is the shape?
Yeah.
Right? Now, this is the Tan-Sao, whether I go down or come up. Doesn't matter.
Elbow up or elbow down?
In the first form. Okay? See, the people only look at the movements from a one-dimensional point of view. They say, Bang-Sao, Tan-Sao. That's an upward movement, then they got stuck.
Yeah.
Right? Wow, then you lost all that other stuff. How about Bang-Sao, Tan-Sao? The non-new, we humans tend to one-track mind, or look at things as a blindfold. Right? This is what you see, tunnel vision. So in the third form, which Lan-Sao, backhand. Lan-Sao, backhand. I bet many people never even see. This is Lan-Sao. They only see, punch, a hook punch, and a back fist. Trust me, that's what they'll tell you. It's a hook punch and then a back fist. What they don't see is the Lan-Sao and the Tan-Sao. Downward rather than upward.
Some people use a hammer fist too on that section.
They give it names because that's what we are accustomed to. The dragon strike, the phoenix claw.
Categorizing.
Yeah, they give it beautiful names, Wow, very ferocious. We just say, just palm up, palm down. Right? So we say, well, Tan-Sao going up right here. Tan-Sao going down right here. Eventually, it translates to knives, directions. Okay. So if we look at close fist strikes, okay, upward. Okay, a direction starts to happen. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, up, down, sideways, and diagonal. The 8 directions. So that's why the 8 directions are powerful, because it's not just about the 8 cutting knives. It's not just about, so when people say, it's 6.5 points, I see 8.5. If you can have 6, you can have 8. Right? Eventually it boils down to only 4. One vertical, one horizontal. Whether you look at this way or this way. The line can be this way or this way. Okay? So this concept transfer back and forth. It's not exclusive to empty hand. It's not exclusive to weapon. Okay? All right. So continue, please.
So this would be concept.
Yeah. Okay. Right. You this side?
No. I'm doing,
Side.
right side. I'm doing right side.
You know, maybe we can do this.
Good? Okay. Okay. All right. This side. If you can go to the side, you can just up. Right. When you scoop up, you're basically exposing the midsection. Good.
I was trying to lead you on that.
That's all right. Okay, now this one, you're going to take me back.
Okay.
Okay? So, same thing, we did, like come down.
So now it's
Oh, it's the next
line.
good. That's it. That's enough. Pull back.
No, how are you supposed to have that? Just one.
For now, should I not twist my body though?
Just use your arm for now.
So it's like, so here you're striking.
You can tell when you're late right away.
Yes. You know it, body knows it.
Right away. Try to.
Yeah. And then just bring it back. There, that's it. So it was right.
Good.
It was just the.
Okay. To this side again. So you can catch my elbow as I turn into tie
It's like
side.
ink.
You can also catch my elbow as I come on. Okay. Catch it when you go down. Catch it when you go up.
Like second,
This way.
second, yeah.
Alright, so down.
Like second.
Up.
Second corner.
Okay. This catching
Yeah,
is
second
not
corner.
really gripping
From the-
like
Yeah.
Oh,
There.
when you're on the bottom, but rather pushing. Okay, so keep going.
Yes.
So you
And
slide
there you go.
your eye This usually is coupled with a
Yeah.
forward. Because you notice, if I'm just standing in front of you,
Yeah.
I need to adjust.
All your energy's
But
still
if I
coming
just take a
forward.
step,
And I gotta protect my center line.
I'm able to do that. Okay?
Long.
For now, we're not taking a step, it's simply slide the hand down.
Yeah, because it's still
Yeah.
drill, I mean, I guess you would
Just sliding
strike over it from
here, slide down.
orange, or you can take.
Because I can't really push, just catch it.
Okay.
But if I then step, then I can push.
But then you're also stepping because I'm
Try this out first. Okay.
Ah, yeah, sometimes
Okay,
it's
so my elbows come up, no, too late.
have to go back.
As I come up,
Right.
right now.
just like
Right, and come back, yes.
That's good.
As I come up, yes. Up, good, keep doing that. Good. That's that. As I come up. That's all right.
Yeah, kind of just.
Good. Good. So basically, these drills are to show you that it doesn't matter whether your arm is on the top or on the bottom, you can control. So from the person on top using Chi-Sao, you can use catching the elbow when it's down. Forward, sideways, backwards, right? You can also catch the elbow when it goes up. Okay? And it is difficult to do without stepping because the elbow is not in the center line. So you have to catch it as it goes up and slide down like this. Okay? Slide. It makes it easier if you have forward.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're trying to. So now we discovered you have the advantage. You can control or move the arm away from the center line, either on top or on the bottom. So basically, we're saying there are no back positions. You are in a good position. You're down or up. Okay. So in the wrestling world, they call it underhook or upperhook or overhook. Okay. Overhook is my arms on top of it. Underhook, he's doing underhook. Traditionally in wrestling, underhook is preferred. That's why they have this drill called pummeling. So you go, hooking up. And my job is to. We're trying to compete for that better position, and then you just start doing the double. The double, like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's trying. See that? That's what it is. They're jockeying for a better position. He's under. The underhook. The beauty is, if you're inside, you have the body. You can control the body. Then if you sit down, then you can lift him. You can throw him, you can sweep him, you can trip him. Okay, the person on top seemingly doesn't have an advantage. Well, we say there's no such thing. It's yin and yang taught us anything. It doesn't matter whether you're on the top or on the bottom, you have the advantage as well. Okay, so this shows you. Okay, so if I'm top, I can control. I can throw the elbow. And you can call the beat. I can still. Right? It doesn't even matter.
Right.
Right? So that's another thing is because wrestling is a sport. Kicking, elbowing, kneeing, and striking are not allowed.
You can't do joint locks in wrestling.
Yes, you can, but they're not. American wrestling is not so much on blocking, Jiu-Jitsu is. It's about scoring point. I can get you down. Both shoulders are touching their nice points. So that is the ultimate goal. Okay? So you see, when you have that in mind, you train to do that. Sure. That's why they trash too many mentors and people that really all we do is locking your joints. If you pain, and choke you out. The wrestling is not about choking people out or locking the arms, it's about taking them down to score points. The goals are different, you train differently, and so sports is not a reality. So that's what I'm saying. I always say, a world-class boxer, when they get into the ring, the mediocre MMA fighter is going to be beat up. Because he doesn't have the same tools. It's not a fair fight. You apples and oranges. If the guy is more rounded, he can take you down, he can knee you, kick you, elbow you, backhand, back fist spinning, all that stuff. If you're only one, that's all you know is this. And you lean forward like this because, so it's not a fair fight. Okay, I'm just saying that we train the different goals. So from here we say, okay, I'm on top, okay? I can control. I'm on the bottom. I can control. So it doesn't matter. That's what the drill, this Chi-Sao drill ultimately teaches us. To let us know there are no bad positions. Don't panic. Okay. Don't panic. Okay. So another thing is about seeing the opportunities. It's very obvious when you're on top. See, you open this up, either for strikes or for takedown. They're doing this, right? Shoot in. And this, especially this one, dragging across the body, allowing you to gain control. Okay. So especially you can drag like this, you can drag like this. You can match drag, you can shallow drag, right? Mm-hmm. So if we're learning how to do shallow drag, we're starting to match drag. Mm-hmm. If we do match drag, go behind him immediately. Right? You turn him around to get into a choking position. You do this, get into a body lock position. Okay, so these are things, it is opening a world of grappling, not just striking. Okay, right. So, the change from top to bottom or from bottom to top. Especially from bottom to top, as you noticed, it creates an opening. Right? His arm is guarding the center line, right? I can either do this, take him to the right, or I can take him to the left. Right. So from here, it's about this. From here, it's like this, right? Okay. So we do double, like you guys were doing, right? Mm-hmm. So before you were just giving a little extra energy. You're not being aggressive, but in reality, you are being aggressive. So now his focus is here now. Mm-hmm. This is what he doesn't see.
Or feel is the same thing.
Okay, so that's if you can attack with the left hand, you can certainly attack with the right hand. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so right here, over the left hand, right? Or here, over the right hand. But you notice I didn't change my movement. My movement stayed the same. Bounce up, tanz up, bounce up, tanz up. Okay, so yeah, exactly. So look at my right hand, right? Right? Tanz up. See, I was bounce up, right? Lines up. Tanz up. Okay, now, he catches his arm and he pushes. I didn't do anything different. Tan Sao, Bang Sao, Tan Sao, Bang Sao. He's gonna push, otherwise he gets hit, right? So we're here, and I go, whoa, oh. He's pushing me towards this arm. I converted from a Tan Sao, as they put it, into a Lan Sao. But because we're doing the double Chi-Sao,
Yeah.
Lan Sao. So the elbow.
That's okay with you?
I mean, this is lesson learned from the single. Because if we were to do single like this, right? I pick them out, and when I come in, I convert, right? I have to. If I don't convert, I get hit. So all the scenario is the same. It's the only difference is I start from top, right? The same thing. My intention is to strike and then change. If his arm's right here, I'm gonna catch it. That's all. Okay. So he made me do it. Blame him, right? So it's very organic, very natural. No artificial additives. Okay. It's funny, but it's true. I just go from Tan Sao to Bang Sao. Okay, I look at Lan Sao, so I call it Bang Sao because it came from Bang Sao. It's between down and up. It's in between. So to me, it's Bang Sao family. In fact, everybody does Chi-Sao, double Chi-Sao. They use Lan Sao instead. They do this. See how long? Everybody does this. Trust me. I have yet to see someone really. My teacher used to yell me all the time. You do Lan Sao or Bang Sao?
Yeah. Some of the people that figured it out will do the Chi-Sao with the Lan Sao, but then when they go into application, then they bring the elbow up without even knowing.
That's experience.
Yeah.
Okay, that's different. There's a difference between a person like Phil Jackson who knows how to teach, right? Shows you the correct way. A lot of people who are street basketball, they just naturally talented. They know how to carry the ball and how to shoot, but they never took one lesson how to shoot. Okay. Natural athlete. Okay. That's all. But for us mortal, we want to be like, because not everybody is Bruce Lee, right? So we say, this is the right way. You do it this way, you eventually move the ball. Okay? Because, like I said, are you practicing Chi-Sao, are you practicing fighting? It's Lan Sao is an application. Anytime you deviate from the norm, it's an application. Normally I do Bang Sao, but I do Lan Sao because I want to do something. Forward, energy, forward, or sideways. The reason I do sideways is because I want to move it on away. So I'm converting my Bang Sao into a Lan Sao. Normally, Tan Sao is forward, but I want to move his arm, I move sideways. See, that's an application. So when you do these things, you are practicing applications already.
Yeah. So would an application of Bang Sao be Quan Sao? Or Cao Sao, right? Application of Bang Sao would be Cao Sao.
If you're a pop, see?
Yeah.
Tan Sao.
Yeah.
Bang Sao
Bang
again.
Sao again, yeah.
Right? What's up to Bang Sao? Tan Sao.
Yeah.
It's just so powerful. You don't have to think. Bang Sao, Tan Sao, Tan Sao, Bang Sao. So Fu Sao is neutral. I'm neither, my elbow is always down. But when I go like this, it's Cao Sao, it's Bang Sao now. Oh, I'm going to turn into a Tan Sao. It's Bang Sao again. Well, because it pushes me, so I have to convert. It's very organic. It just, it grows. Mind you, it took me a long time to see this. Like everybody else, I was a good art, practicing techniques, trying to imitate, copy other people, how to execute that sequence of technique. Until I just got really fed up, I went to the basics. I said, there's got to be a reason why in Chi-Sao there are only two movements, Tan Sao and Bang Sao. The sequence must be in there. Yeah, because I think simplicity has to be simple. It's not that it's this complicated, convoluted people trying to show you. you know. You learn it doesn't work because she knows what you want to do, right? So when you're gonna go to race, it's just look at the time of bounce out. It's got, oh, line sound is in between. It's neither this nor that. If it's out of the norm, it must be an application. Because you do that for a reason. In the beginning, with matching energy with energy, it's forward, you're forward. The only way to move that energy away is to do something, which you, by design, then that becomes an application. I'm doing that on purpose. Okay, either to the in or out. Okay, so it is. So the body is very intelligent. So a lot of times you notice when you do the lifestyle out, you can't go on side.
It wants to.
Right, it's very natural. So I never say that's wrong. I'm just saying that's just not the drill. You get used to set up a chaos. Yeah. Which means you can do tan, you can do line, right? Bong, line, right?
Yeah.
That's what the second form is. In the beginning, hand is open, and then hand closed. Right? So the forms are such a great reference. It's like a Wikipedia. You go there, oh yeah, right there. So it's, yeah. So just think tan bong. Make sense to you?
Yeah, yeah. Since last week, I keep thinking elbow up, elbow down, everything's elbow up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Goes elbow down.
We were doing
So eventually, if your elbow down fail, your elbow up. Alright? Oh. So, and if we start looking at joints, oh, my hand, oh, my elbow, my hand, oh, my elbow, my hand, my elbow.
Right, that's the elbow down or the elbow up is just the seat or the door opening, but then when you open it.
Yes, I
then
know.
it's-
So you
yeah.
say, well, all I'm thinking is what part of my arm am I focusing on? Oh, that's this. Oh, that's this. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's this. Oh, that's it. Right? What's going up?
change the level.
Here or here. Here or here. Right? So you just start focusing on different parts of the arm, and your tools multiply.
Yeah.
So what you do is, you just feed him the energy, right? When he pushes you out, you
Yeah, take it, keep my center line.
yeah, keep the
Yeah.
center line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or did you catch that? How long? Start pushing. Yeah, so you move this?
Yes.
Second one?
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. Right. And you
Can I do, here?
yes, you can. There's another depends on
Switch or repeat, exactly. And that's what I'm thinking of. I thought about that, and
Yeah.
also, yeah, you mentioned earlier, like shadow and matching. It
Right.
opens a whole new ballgame.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
That's gonna get you unless you.
Yeah.
Go for your trick.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that one.
Catching it, yeah. You're on top, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're Right.
Mhm.
So you're here, right? Doing all right?
Mhm.
Okay. Come in, right? He's pushing me, allowing me to go with catch. Yeah, so you use the elbow to control one arm and the hand to control the other arm.
You're catching pretty high on his forearm.
Yeah. It really doesn't matter, it depends on where your hand happens to be. As if you grab a piece of that, yeah.
He looks a lot more trapped.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so this really is the same thing. Okay, so you know you use lifestyle, right? It's the same
Yeah.
thing whether you catch it or not. Okay, so we must see the connection. Let me show you what I mean. You see the connection between these
Yeah.
two, okay? Right here. Right here, right? I'm doing the first version,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
From underneath.
And,
Right?
yes.
Now, the second version is the movements are identical, exactly the same. Right? Coming here, boom. I'm just catching it.
Yeah.
Right?
And you're going.
Rather here,
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
doing
Yeah.
this. It's the same
See,
move.
it's the same. Yeah. It's still going into the tongue.
Yeah.
Instead of slipping track of.
Yeah. Either from underneath or from over.
Yeah.
So when you see it, right?
Okay. So let's do. Get you started on double.
Right, going through there.
Double. You've done before, have you?
I've done it.
Yeah. Okay. Double. Because you're right. You're primarily left-handed, right?
Yeah.
So you want to do this and like primarily right-handed. So okay. So from here, you just roll. Okay. Yes. So it's very interesting because if I take this arm away, you're basically doing full stop right every time. Right? If I take this arm away, you're doing bounce or tan sa. We're just the opposite.
Oh, wait.
Stop. Okay.
No, this is where you were.
Alright. So now this goes into tan sa as I go into bounce. Right. Flow energy. Okay. As I go into bounce up, tan sa go into bounce up. So basically, opposite each other. You notice I have one in the top. Okay. And you're doing just the opposite.
Yes.
As you or I'm going to do just the opposite. As you turn into Tom, turn into Bong. Okay. As you turn to Bong or Tom. Going. Right. Okay. And you want both hands, okay, to be on top of each other.
Oh, like this?
Yes, yes, right. Rather than cross up.
I see that.
Cross up is an
That's
application.
now.
Okay? So if I want to, your energy is forward, both hands forward, drill forward, 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 forward. That's it. And stop. Basically, this is the same scenario as you grabbing me. I'm grabbing you. Okay? That's one scenario. The other scenario is you grab me here, I grab you here. Third, I grab you in any, yes. There's only 4 options.
Yeah, you
And
gotta.
we know each one we have advantage. Okay? So if you grab me, both hands,
Well, no, I'm not grabbing that.
Oh.
I'm just sleeping.
yeah? Right?
That's it.
If I grab you,
She's not grabbing it. I'm just-
I have the
Right.
advantage.
Okay, let me try that.
Everything, yeah.
Okay? If you grab here, I grab here, same thing. You grab here, you grab here,
Do that,
anything.
come on.
Okay, so this is the power of this concept. There are no bad positions, but you know the same things.
Yeah.
This ends up.
The other guys don't, right? He's not trained this way. Because ultimately, this is the reality. When two people come together, they go into the very
And
try to. A very good example is hot dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Grab, because I don't want him to skate away from me, so I'm grabbing him so I can hit him.
so.
Right?
They're on ice, I hit them, I might just.
Right, exactly. I don't want him to skate away, so I'm
Grab him a second time.
Pull him towards me, yeah. So that's, you know, two people is gonna get together, they're just gonna get tangled up, and that's reality. Okay. By training this way, you learn how to be fluent in either position. Not panic, we're used to it.
You want to see them?
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start from here, and we're gonna do a double switch, okay? You follow me, okay? The person on top start, okay? So remember the single one is the person on top waits until bounce up, just about turns. Okay, now,
Hitting my arm.
okay, now my,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the concept with this hand, you scoop down with this hand, yeah, with this hand, right. So we change positions.
Wait,
Okay, bounce up.
yeah, you're right, resistance.
Okay? Same thing as I turn one more time.
Alright.
As you turn into time's up. Scoop,
Now I'm back.
and you scoop, and here, top bounce up. Yeah, bounce up.
Now on the other side, right?
Right. Okay? The same time.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start rolling. Okay? So I'm looking for an opportunity to change.
Make sure.
Okay, right there. Same thing, you scoop. Yes. If you see me turning to bounce out, you have to actually do something.
Sure.
Okay. See, I'm turning to. Yes, yeah, and bounce out.
Same side?
Yeah.
All right.
Put my fingers
That's
down.
it. Yeah. Doing very well. Right. Don't forget your full pressure. Especially when you change, it's very, very important to keep the forward pressure.
Nope, I lost it, but I know exactly what you're saying here.
Change the console. Oh, there you go. No problem.
You ready?
Yes.
It's like, it's good, but wait.
Right.
Too slow. That's what happened.
Right along this. We walk the walk, Sandra. So what do we?
Change.
You
change. I have to.
Let's do one is first, this one, okay?
Did you do it from time? I just did it from long.
From top?
Right?
Yeah.
Nothing changed.
So like this.
When you do single-handed, when you do double-handed, it's the same, okay? Same thing when you hear,
The other.
you scoop, I turn into full stop, okay? And scoop, you turn into a full stop. Okay? And together,
And then you keep. Just another, just going from tom.
Fingers keep getting stuck. Oh, thanks, dropping it hard.
yeah, that's normal, because when you start doing both arms, Okay, I kind of lost track of what the other one was doing.
Less,
There you go.
less mistakes I
Yeah.
have to worry about, then I can
Yeah.
focus on what's working.
May I borrow this? So just look at this. I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
See, we're doing double switching. Okay? See? Full stop, okay? One more time. He's scooping the same way. He starts to follow. Yes, he's doing the same.
Oh, just
yeah.
doing one, okay.
Yeah. No, I'll do double because you take
Okay.
every time. Go ahead. See, he turns your times out. That's what I. Right? He's same thing. He's looking for my times out. Times out. And he's going to turn into times out. Because bounce out.
Right.
After bounce out, times out, right? That's when I scoop. I got you. One more time.
Yeah, 'cause that time it was getting a little lost.
Yeah. There you go. So it's business as usual for him. He's just doing bounce out, times out. I'm also doing bounce times out. But the only time we change is that they change on the times out. Same thing, if he changes on my times out, I change on his times out. Okay, so he start, right? Bomb.
That was kind of what I was missing.
Bomb. Ton. Okay, now this is bomb right here, right?
Uh-huh.
This is bomb right here. Ton.
Right. That's your
Right.
time.
Yes. Okay, when I scoop, he comes down, elbow first. It's too single, yeah. This is the worst thing you can do. Like this. So several times we were doing that, right? I was just putting attention. So same thing. He does bounce out, he just times out, and pull me out. This is undesirable. Man, time just flew. Yeah. Okay. So that's the basics. But also, every time you change, there's an opportunity. As you probably discovered. Okay. So right here, right? I'm changing from top to bottom, right? My left hand, my right hand, right? See? That's right there. And I'm not in front of him.
Right.
It gives me angle. This is very hard to do. Okay, when I go here and right, he's right there. I have to move his arm much. But if I go on an angle now, I also control his arm. Right? Because I push forward. Okay? So every time you change, it's an opportunity. Same thing right here, every time you change, it's an opportunity. It's so simple. All you have to do is take one step. This is hard to attack from here. This is here. Feel it. So you're doing it, okay? Just one hand, right? Okay, so when you turn the times out, come in and strike, okay? But now, take a step forward. Right? You take forward right here, right? I'm gonna push you. Push. Stay where you are. And now, step. I'm still pushing forward, but your center line changed. See, I'm still going forward, trying to be occupied center line, but you're attacking me this way now. That's from day one. Training stance and fighting stance. Okay? Also from the kitchen corner. Because I'm right here. Right? Now look, I'm not there anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not there anymore. This is, you can see, right here. This straight line right here, but the side, as soon as I shift my weight to this here, past me. Same thing. He's still going this way, but I'm doing this to him. That's also the dummy form.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything's connected.
Is that right?
Good job, guys.
Nice.
Powerful.